Hi everyone, welcome to another video by Optionables. My name is Saket, and today in this video we are going to look at what happened to the markets, what we can expect from the markets tomorrow, and what happened to our trade. So today was a very good day for the bulls. Markets from the word go started heading up. So initially it just opened with around 50 to 80 points higher, somewhere around 15,900. Then we slowly started to see the market approach towards 16,000, and as you all know, I was holding a short position. I was wishing, okay, market please take some resistance at 16,000 and fall down. But market didn't stop at 16,000, rather we started to see lot of buying come in at 16,000, and the market started to break 16,000 and head towards 16,100. And this time it was quite clear based on the amount of put writing what we saw that today 16,000 can act as a very strong support for the market. So while market came towards 16,100, on the other hand, BankNifty broke 34,000. And 34,000 for BankNifty is again a very strong resistance, and now BankNifty had broken 34,000. That means we were headed for one more round of rally from the banking stocks. And as expected, even banking stocks ended up rallying around 300 points, which further pushed Nifty by 150 points, and overall Nifty ended up surging close to 400 points, and this is the best rally what we have seen in the last 3 months. So very strong buying across all the counters. And when I say across all the counters, believe it or not, today all 50 stocks in Nifty are trading in green. So there is not a single stock which is in red, and not just that, all the sectors in Nifty, you take any sector, all the sectors in Nifty are in green, and there is not a single sector in red. So this shows what amount or what was the quantum of buying which actually came in, which supported the market. So now if we look at the institutional data, you might ask who would have actually purchased so much. So on one hand we have FIs who have sold around 2,000 crores, and on the other hand we have DIs who have again bought for 2,000 crores. Even there the buying figure is not so big. Then who would have actually purchased? So our estimation is that there are only 2 more participants who are actually left to place the orders in the market, that is the retailers and the prop desk firms. So retailer contribution is as such pretty low in the market. So the only other alternative what we can see, so this is our estimation that the only other participant who would have actually contributed for such a big rally is prop desk firms buying a lot of equity shares. So one more thing what we have to note here is that I have been telling from a few videos before also that whenever we see huge amount of buying and huge amount of selling, let's say DIS would have bought for 5,000 crores, FIS would have sold for 5,000 crores, only on such cases we see very big or very huge volatility in the market. But today you see the figures are around 2,000 crores and 2,000 crores. So whenever the figure is low, that time the volatility in the market will be much lower, because once if I hit a say 1,000 or 2,000 crore order, that will push the index up and down quite aggressively. Overall throughout the day, if I have only hit around 2,000 crores, then it will significantly move the market in a much lower pace, and that's the reason we didn't witness a lot of volatility today. And anybody who has done a system trade today would have made huge profit, be it in BankNifty or Nifty, because it was completely one directional move, and anybody who has played on Delta would have made really good profits, because it was such a good rally in the market and there was absolutely nothing to stop it. On one side the put would have decayed quite a lot, on the other side call would have hit the stop loss and it would have given a fantastic profit. And now if we actually look at the sectorial wise, metal sector was the top gainer. Believe it or not, the sector itself ended up gaining around 7.8%. The entire sector gained around 7.8%. And in this, we had VEDL or Vedanta, which shot up close to 12%, Hindalco, which shot up close to 10%, and all the metal stocks, Tata Steel or Jindal Steel, everything shot up close to 6 to 8%, and the entire index was itself up close to around 7%. Initially when the market opened, BankNifty had outperformed Nifty, and slowly we started to see a lot of buying coming in Reliance and IT stocks. Infosys, which was almost down in the opening, shot up close to 1.5–2%. Reliance shot up close to 3.5%. So Nifty performed extremely well post that. So initially BankNifty had shot up quite a lot, whereas Nifty was underperforming. But once the buying started to come in Reliance, Infosys and other IT stocks, even Nifty started to shoot up. And finally, towards the end, we saw some good rally in BankNifty also, and both ended close to 2% higher. And this will bring us to the next question. Before I actually move towards the market outlook, I would want to tell you what exactly happened to our positions. Because as you all know, we were short on Nifty, we were having a 33,000 short straddle, we were almost short on 1000 quantity of Nifty futures, and in the money, deep in the money Nifty put option buy. So a perfect recipe to get hit as badly as possible. Whichever way you take, this trade wouldn't have made profit by any means, because just imagine you were short on almost 2000 quantity, including Nifty futures and deep ITM options, plus a 33,000 short straddle naked, plus a 34,000 naked call short. So a perfect recipe for disaster in such a market. And as you expected, it is a disaster today. It was a disaster today, but luckily we did fairly well towards the end. So as the market started to shoot up and market crossed 16,000, so at that point we had a loss of close to 6 lakh, and this was more or less expected because the market shot up so much, everything is a short position, how will we ever make profit? And we were having a loss of around 6 lakh. And now I had told you one more thing also. The moment we feel or the market is closing above 16,000, we will start coming out of our short positions. So this is something which I have been telling from almost around 3 to 4 videos. So in every video I have mentioned this, and today once the market crossed 16,000 and we saw a lot of put writing happening at 16,000, I immediately covered all the shorts. So now all the shorts were covered, and what I rather did is started shorting some put options. So I started shorting lot of 16,000 put options, 33,500 put options, 33,000 put options, and I also ended up covering BankNifty call options also. Even that had given a lot of loss. Around 2.5 lakh loss is what we had from BankNifty. Around 3 lakh loss is what we had from. So now I started covering all these positions, and finally I started shorting some put options as well. For example, 33,000, 33,500, 16,000, 15,700, 15,800, all the put options I ended up shorting. And after that the market just started to move higher, and this was a very favorable event for us. So the idea was pretty simple. If the market is coming below 16,000, we are going to cut everything again, maybe book a loss of 6.5-7 lakh. So the idea was pretty clear, and this was close to around 1.2-1.3% of our capital, and we were ready to take this loss. And luckily we didn't have to, because the market started to shoot up from there and we almost recovered everything what we had lost. So finally, after shorting all the put options, and since the market ended up going higher, we were able to recover almost around 4.5 lakh out of the total 6 lakh what we had lost in the morning. So overall our net loss just came to around 1.5 lakh, because we took a bullish position. So we were quick enough to change and adapt to the situation as the market started moving higher. So if we had kept our short positions, easily the loss would have exceeded around 7 to 10 lakh quite easily. And the thing is, this 1.5 lakh is quite acceptable, and we are very happy with today's result, because such a market would have, as I told you, would have easily given us a loss of 10 lakh, where we just made a loss of around 1 lakh. So we did fairly well for the positions what we had. So obviously when you take intraday straddles, that would have given you a lot of profit. If you had gone long on market, that would have given you a lot of profit. But for the short positions what we had, the amount of loss what we came out with is fairly less. And not just that, one more very good news is our portfolio was getting beaten down very badly in this recent market crash. Today I was very happy to see most of the losses what we had, not most, at least you can maybe say some of the loss what we had made got recovered, and that was a pretty good sight, to be honest. Not just this, we have also changed our view on the market, and towards the end we ended up going long on Nifty futures. So we have gone 500 quantity long on Nifty futures. So now you might ask, why exactly did we go long? If you guys remember, we were short on Nifty ever since 17,000. From 17,000 to 16,000, we almost got around 1,000 full points, and now we have again gone long on 500 quantity at 16,250 or 260, somewhere around that range. So now we have to see where Nifty is headed next. So we believe, at least for this week, based on the price action what we saw today, and not just that, even if you look at the open interest data, it is quite clear that 33,000 and 15,800 are very strong support for the market, and 15,800 is definitely a very good support for the market, because not just once, multiple times the market tried to break. It was not possible. Every time it went below, we saw very good buying come in and the market shoot up. And 15,800 for a short term, so when I say good support, it is not just for tomorrow or day after, I'm meaning for the short term, it is going to act as a very strong support. So this is for the downside, and for Bank Nifty, obviously 33,000 is a very strong support. But when we look at the upside, so we feel that 35,500 is a very strong resistance for Bank Nifty, and 16,800 is a very strong resistance for Nifty. So our range for May end would be somewhere around 15,500 to 17,000. So this is the range what we are expecting for Nifty up until May end, and for Bank Nifty 33,000 to 36,000. So this is the range what we are expecting for Bank Nifty. So with this, we also come to the end of this video. We are expecting 15,500 to 17,000 for this entire month. That is, we hardly have around say 10 days left. And coming to Bank Nifty, we are expecting 33,000 to 36,000 for this entire month. And it is going to be pretty good if the market is bullish and it ends up recovering, because we are long on Nifty futures also. So this is the total outlook, what happened to the trade and the market summary. And with this, we also come to the end of this video. And if you have liked this video, then do not forget to hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to Optionables. Thank you so much for joining.